Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Frank in Action, and this episode we are going to interview again a very experienced ESL teacher. He is a tenured teacher here at NativeCamp, and he has 2-digit in his ID number at NativeCamp. How tenured he is, he will be introducing himself in a short while, so please stay tuned. What are you waiting for? Come on, join my class. What you heard a while ago was right. So I'm very excited. I'm so pumped up to introduce to you. Here is Teacher Philip.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Philip, and hi, Sir Frank. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me here today. So I'm so excited for this interview session with you today.
And I think a lot of our subscribers here are actually looking forward to know you more. Can you introduce yourself? When did you start here at NativeCamp and those?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. So, hi guys, my name is Philip. I have been teaching in NativeCamp for over 5 years now. I started way back November 2014. I started as an office-based teacher, and I was included in the first batch of teachers. As how he introduced earlier, I'm one of the oldest teachers in NativeCamp. But yeah, that actual I take pride in that sense. So I started as an office-based teacher, but currently I'm working as a home-based teacher in NativeCamp.
I see. And everyone was really asking, what's your ID number, by the way?
ID number, oh my gosh, this will really validate how old I am. But yeah,
Okay.
My ID number is 52 or 52. So you can try to look it up on. Yes, I'm the 52nd teacher in NativeCamp. The different. Both of us are old teachers.
The main reason of this interview is actually to see the bigger picture of how company takes care of us, and I think this will really justify that this committee take care of us, especially financially. And
Yes.
before we don't have any home base, but this time we actually have
Yes.
a home base. And when it comes to flexi time or flexibility, your time schedule, you can actually choose that one. So yeah, I think that's the thing that you have to take into consideration when it comes to applying here at NativeCamp. And
Exactly.
I'm so happy that you are here to help me justify that one.
Me too.
Okay, so,
Thank you.
Aside from doing from interviewing you, I will be asking you some questions. These are actually common questions or frequently asked questions by our teachers, especially for those teachers who are still starting here at NativeCamp, or some of them are actually watching this and they're still thinking about applying or not applying, or maybe they're still stuck under demo lessons because of the influx of applicants as of this moment. So oh my gosh.
So many people are applying.
So what are the things, or actually I have here a question, common things that applicants worry about before and during the application? Can you share those things?
Yeah. That's actually a great question. For a lot of applicants or like aspiring teachers, there are so many things that they worry about. And to mention some of those are like some of them worry about the English proficiency test. NativeCamp is a very open and indiscriminating company. So we accept people who come from different backgrounds, people who study different expertise, or like they had different majors when they were in college or university. So let me just say that like taking the English proficiency test is not something that applicants need to worry about so much. Well, it's first of all, the questions are not so difficult as long as you have the basic English grammar knowledge. I'm pretty sure that they can pass the test. If, let's say, for example, they're not able to pass the test, there's always a retake for that. So another one is teachers or applicants come from different countries.
Yeah.
So some of these countries are non-English native speakers. So some of them worry about their accent. Like people have their own strong accent from where they come from, and I must say that it's a factor that they really need to think or consider before working in NativeCamp. But that's very workable. As long as your accent is understandable enough, you don't need to have like the native accent, a native English speaker accent, or American accent, or British accent. As long as your accent is neutral, it's understandable, then it's fine. Another one is salary. Yes, guys, salary. So I know a lot of ESL schools. The compensation, things about the compensation is one of the major factors that applicants worry about, because not all ESL companies can offer like a high compensation rate to their teachers. But NativeCamp, on the other hand, I've been in this company for 5 years, so I can really attest to that. The company's salary is, sufficient, or more than sufficient.
Yes.
For your needs. And last but not the least, culture differences. So I know a lot of you are worried about interacting with people from different countries. As of now, we have students from mostly from Japan, but we also cater students from Vietnam and Thailand and Taiwan. So, but there's nothing to really worry about that. Like we're all humans, so like humans are more or less the same all over the world. So you just need, as long as you like maintain a professional and good attitude towards the way you interact with those people, then I think there will be a harmonious and friendly interaction with them. So yeah.
Wow, that's a great thing. Like it's like a very good way to open mind our subscribers, our viewers, to really embrace the process of being part of the ESL industry. And I think NativeCamp is a very good company to start with, right?
Yes. And I think you can also attest to that. Like you've handled a lot of students, right? So you can really say that it's not that difficult to deal with people from other countries.
Yes. And you've mentioned a while ago that we're actually catering a lot of students right now, especially with nationalities. And yes, a while ago, I had a student from Taiwan, and personally, I would like to add this one. Most current situation that I would like to experience, I would like to share to you guys for our viewers. I think the diversity of our students' nationality as of this moment. Compared before, we only cater Japanese, but this time we have Taiwanese, we have Thais, and it's really amazing because it really gives me a good impression that the company is really, expanding in a good way.
We are expanding. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to add also that once you get a take, or once there's a sudden lesson or any reservation lesson, go to your student's info and check the nationality. You know what? I tried to speak Japanese, but the student tell me 15 minutes during our lesson, said, no, I'm not Japanese. I'm Japanese. Yeah, so that's an interesting experience, actually. Yes. My other question is about downtime moment. We're going to talk about how to motivate yourself, because we're actually working at home, especially you right now. You're actually a home-based teacher, and the transition first. Okay, we're going to talk about your transition first. How do you what are the things that you consider prior deciding to leave office space and then go to home-based teaching in NativeCamp?
Yes. Well, one of the major reasons why I left the office-based teaching was because I had to do like a different job. And that was really the main reason. I had to go to Malaysia last January 1st, because I had to teach Korean students in Malaysia offline. But like the second thing that I considered before I left the office was I needed like the flexible time, because I thought like I can be very busy busy with other stuff aside from teaching, I was more focused on like being able to fit in teaching with my vacant schedule or like my available time in a day. So yeah, I think like working as a home-based teacher I can really give you that opportunity to work during or any time of the day that you can, because especially that NativeCamp works 24 hours or operates 24 hours a day. So yeah, basically just like a change in work career and flexibility of time.
Yes, definitely. But we're still sticking on NativeCamp. Like we're gonna have like more personal growth, but then still sticking on NativeCamp because NativeCamp still offers that opportunity to earn flexible way. Yeah. What are the things that you do to continuously motivate yourself in?
The motivation thing. I forgot. Sorry. You know what? Like just like with other people who work in other jobs or who have different jobs, I think like the very root of our motivation is to be able to provide to our families. So like as long as like you have that need to provide financially, I think you won't lose or you won't easily let go of that how should I say drive to continue working in the company.
Yes.
And that's just one thing because that's a basic thing for everybody. But the next thing is I was actually motivated because of my regular students as well.
Yes.
So I was able to form deeper bonds with my students throughout the years I have been working in NativeCamp. So yeah, I think it's kind of sad like to leave them completely if I left NativeCamp. So I thought like, yeah, why not continue working and still communicate with your students as a teacher and as a home-based worker. Also, another motivational factor is as I have mentioned, the salary. But I really want to emphasize this one, the salary. It's like, can you imagine? Some teachers don't work 8 hours a day, but they earn more than people who work 8 hours a day.
And like, their salary is actually equivalent to a month.
Yeah, exactly. Like a one cut off is like equivalent to a month of other people's jobs.
Yes.
So that's really amazing, I think.
That's really true. So I love those tips and those motivational tips that you can actually consider once you are already in your downtime moment.
and also the support system you get from other teachers as well. Especially those you have made friends with, is really helpful. Like the other teachers will also motivate you in times that you're not feeling or you don't feel so well with your current or with your teaching.
And also, one thing that I want to add also is that regarding support system that you've mentioned a while ago, most of the time when you say support system, you're the one asking help. That's actually a wrong connotation, but I think support system involves two ways. You support and you get supported. Yes. So one thing that I did, actually, I also did a support group page in Facebook, and one thing that contributes continuously motivate myself is actually helping people. The more you help people, the more you become knowledgeable of what are the current problem or system glitch or those things, and you become more equipped with those things, and you just continue helping people, and it's really great because I don't know how do you say that, but it's like a good karma once you help other people. So don't just be that person who always asks help. You only say, "Hi, my name is Frank and I need help." And then when everything is okay in your side, you're just gonna be mute, and then you just be a viewer. You don't help other people. So I think one thing that I can really emphasize here, especially when you say support group, is to continuously highlight support system in two ways: get supported and always support other people. Yes.
Yes. When you learn something, and then when you have already known it, you can also share your experiences and your knowledge with other teachers who still don't know some things about the system or the culture in NativeCamp.
Yeah, that's really true. Now, this time I'm gonna ask you another question. All right, but I think that would be better if I'm gonna ask that one part 2 of our interview. All right, so. All right, guys. So I know you are still craving for more information from our guest today. So I would suggest that you watch the part 2 of this video and see you guys. Peace.